Hey you sexy schmexy panda people. This year I went to my first anime convention, Anime Revolution in Vancouver, Canada. Now I don't watch as much anime anymore because I work way too much, but I still love it nonetheless, and I wanted to check this out. And I'll drop my opinion on my love, likes, and hates about the convention as well. Honestly, I saw so much cool shit. There were cosplayers everywhere. I saw this giant Metabot with horns that looked really cool, a bikini contest that kinda had burlesque vibes, and a bunch of different dance groups. This is gonna sound super cheesy, but easily the best part of the whole convention was the community and the cosplayers. Whether you know anime or not, it's just awesome seeing all the outfits, the wigs, the makeup, and just all the hard work they put into it. And they're all super nice and super supportive of each other. Well, for the most part anyway. And of course, running into characters you recognize is a freaking blast. My girlfriend and I love Among Us, and we found a crewmate, and they were super nice. They were willing to take photos with us, and that was freaking awesome. But then we found another crewmate, and this one was just a little bit sus. But then we found a third crewmate, and honestly, I don't think they came together, which makes it even more awesome, because this all just happened by chance. These bigger costumes are freaking cute. But big props to these cosplayers because these costumes are such a hassle to carry around all day. And on top of that, you have to navigate through crowded areas in such a big suit. And this event was in the middle of summer, so it was hot as all hell. And of course, if you're an extrovert, it's a great place to make some new friends and acquaintances. Except for this guy, he's standing too close to my girlfriend, he's too yoked. Sexy bastard. In my mind, cosplay was all about dressing up, but I realized these guys have choreography. They practice movements, mannerisms, battle stances, and all sorts of theatrics to make their character look more accurate. Let me show you this guy's battle combination. Honestly, a lot of Anime Rev is just people watching, and just seeing people's interactions and collaborations with each other, like this dude doing the tango with Bane. It's also a great place to take some photos of cosplayers or get your photo taken. I took pictures with this one Chun-Li cosplayer. She was stepping on people, but we just did some photos of her just posing. By the way, this guy was a willing participant. I found out in post that she's kind of Instagram internet famous-ish, with a following of around 93k, and she was really sweet and really respectful and really open to having me take photos with her. So a big thank you to her and all the other cosplayers for making a new person feel welcome. And it just goes to show, you never know who you might meet here. Now let's talk about something I hate. Freaking pervs. There were people out here with some bad intentions. There were a couple reports of certain individuals making others feel uncomfortable with the way they ask questions, to touching, or with proximity. And that kind of behavior is just unfucking acceptable. Here's an interview with a local cosplayer.
My name is Tel, and my handle is After8 on most social medias.
What is a big con no-no? What are the things we can't do or shouldn't do?
Touching people without permission.
So just have a good sense of space,
Exactly.
right?
Like, spatial awareness is a big thing a lot of people don't have.
Right.
And also taking photos without permission is... It's a bit annoying.
It's also super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I feel like it just doesn't give people the credit because you guys spent work on your actual costume.
And it's like, what if I look bad in that photo?
Yeah. There are certain cosplayers who are braving a costume that may be scantily clad. On top of that, there are people of all ages in attendance. So let's not be paparazzi. Let's ask for permission and have everyone feel comfortable. If you watch closely in the back of my interview, you can actually see a perfect example of how to approach someone. Have a conversation, pay a compliment, ask for permission to take a photo, and then show some appreciation. Just say thank you. And if you're going to post it somewhere, tell them and ask for their information so you can credit them when you post it. And you're probably thinking, well, you didn't ask that girl in the back for permission. But of course I asked. Unfortunately, the mic was having sound issues, so I couldn't use any of the audio. But I'm still incredibly grateful she's willing to participate. I decided to find out what else was at the convention, so I did another interview.
My name is Gray, and my Instagram tag is Tomo_enthusiast because I love him, even though he's dead.
Okay, so like this is not your first year, but
No.
like if it's someone's first year, what would be the thing to see at the con?
If you are okay with crowded places, definitely the Artist Alley, that's my favorite. If you're not really good with crowds, I'd go outside and just go and near like anything that is like open in the water, or if you don't really like the sun, just go in the shaded area and just hang out with people, get to know cosplayers, take photos too, so you have memories. I did not take photos my first time, and I regret that because I had cosplays I don't have photos of now, and I sold them.
Oh no, okay, it's okay. We have photos now, it's all good. So I decided to check out Artist Alley, but to get to the Artist Alley, you must first explore the market. If you're wondering why this looks so empty, it's because I filmed this at the ass crack of dawn, just for you guys. First of all, the market feels endless, countless rows of things to see. And when the people start coming in, it can feel so overwhelming. But I do want to say I really appreciate the vendors that dress up. It really adds to the spirit of things. And when they're this cool looking, it's really hard not to spend money. Sorry, I really like these wavy guys, I had to put them in the video. And of course there are claw machines. But my girlfriend and I fell for that bullshit once again. Spending more money than we should in an attempt to win nothing. In my defense, we had to try. These plushies are so freaking cute. And we kind of love capybaras, even though they're kind of assholes in real life that really don't care about you. And of course, we love all things Ghibli. This marketplace has all sorts of manga, comics, collectibles, and anime-themed clothing. From Pokemon to One Piece to a lot less mainstream animes, they have it all. If you want Funko Pops, there are Funko Pops. If you want Naruto figurines, there are Naruto figurines. And if you want some things with anime tetas on them, well, there are tetas. And of course, if you're into that normal shit of muscular Pokemans, there's that too. Now you can get mystery gift bags, but I just can't justify spending that much money on a surprise that may or may not be good. I'm too Asian and too poor for that. I thought it'd be mostly anime stuff, but one thing that's not anime and that I liked very, very much are these custom lightsabers. They're weighted and high quality lightsabers, some of which you can even have duels with. We wanted to wave it around more, but we're also trying not to bitch slap a random with a lightsaber. Now my new cosplay friend was correct. When I finally found myself at the Artist Alley, I really did appreciate everything. They have amazing anime fan-made art, everything was adorable, made with love, and had such amazing craftsmanship. Ooh, look at that ass though. Ooh, look at that ass though. Ooh, look at that ass though. We did end up buying a few pieces here and there. We wanted to support local artists, and on top of that, the pieces were really cute and had a fun sense of humor. And I think that is something I've noticed about this community, that they're super fun-loving and silly. And sassy, oh so sassy. So this is one of my favorite purchases, a company called Anime Bay based out of Canada. It's got sleek designs and an anime print that has moodier vibes. My girlfriend got me this hoodie, and now it's my favorite hoodie. They do run a little bit on the expensive side, but I think a lot of the things at the convention can be a little bit pricey. We tend to buy a little bit here and a little bit there, and you end up spending like $400. So be careful not to overspend. Even though we've been talking for a little bit now, Anime Revo still has so much more to offer. There's still the Bikini Contest, the concerts with the VTubers, and these amazing workshops. And there's also a number of different dance performances that you can also attend as well. So fortunately and unfortunately, there are many events happening simultaneously. So you have to pick and choose what you want to attend. You'll definitely miss some things you want to see, but there's always next year. Now these dance performances occur outside of the building by the Olympic torches. There were a number of groups that performed a number of different styles. Not going to lie, I don't know a lot about this realm of anime or culture, but it was pretty freaking cool. I thought the whole thing was super entertaining, and this one girl was an amazing dancer. Some other groups incorporated more posing, more lip syncing, and more interactive elements, which I thought was pretty cool. And the turnout of this event is pretty freaking crazy. Like the whole place was filled with people. Speaking of high attendance, I went to the Bikini Contest. I had never been to one before, and definitely not an anime themed one. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but the crowd was huge and everybody was so excited for this. The show starts off strong as a pretty girl in pasties struts across the stage. I didn't understand what she was until she put the toad head on. The show begins with the talent portion, and it sounded a little like this. Not gonna lie, I didn't like it that much, and it gave me very confused feelings. But then there was some dancing and strip teases, which was kinda cool. Another group did some lap dancing and also stripped later on as well. But then there was this next level sword swallowing girl. Very impressive, very cool. There was this funny dude who dressed as a druid. He transformed from this big, fun-loving dancing bear to this thong-slinging muscly dude, but I digress. Now this next performance was my favorite. No, it's not hot babes, nor is it a costume I recognize. Just two funny dudes doing funny things.
Can't face the world sober and dopeless. You've lost your way. You think your life is wrecked. Well, let me just say you're correct.
Now this next event was a big deal for a lot of people. There was a Dokibird and Mint concert. Two VTubers that both seem to have a huge following. Now I don't really watch streamers, so this was kind of interesting. Apparently Dokibird has like 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and like over 150,000 on Twitch. And this was not something I knew going in. But I'm gonna say this despite knowing I might get a lot of hate. I really didn't enjoy myself. Honestly, I don't know them, I didn't get the jokes, the references, and I felt really out of place. And it was a bit weird just watching someone live stream on a big screen. Like it's the same experience at home. But I saw my cousin and all these other people having a great time, so I just gathered I'm probably just missing something. Not gonna hate on it, but for sure wasn't for me. So they host a number of workshops, from sewing to cosplay armor building to anime trivia, all sorts of stuff. We attended a cosplay weapons building class because my girlfriend really likes crafts. I, on the other hand, can't craft for shit. I once made a table that had uneven legs, so we kept sanding it down, and it got so short that it became a coffee table. My girlfriend learned some tips and tricks, and also some new nifty material types she can use for making things. They also show you some finished cosplay weapons that you can hold, study, and take pics with. And obviously we had to pose with them, it's just what we do. Here's my least favorite thing about the convention. The fucking eating situation. There is no eating situation. There's minimal food in the convention itself. I feel like it's such a missed opportunity. I'm sure there's logistical reasons as to why that is, but some Japanese and anime themed food would really hit the spot. Like a sushi spot would make a killing. Instead, we have to leave the convention to eat at a food court, because anything further and you'll start missing things at the convention. Also, low-key advice, after the convention, head to Gringos for tacos. Good food made quick and only a small walk away from the convention center. The tacos were honestly so freaking bomb. Now this is not a complaint, as I understand that an event of this size will just naturally have this, but the waiting in line for stuff is insane. You pre-purchase your pass, but you still have to wait 45 minutes to pick it up. You want to go into the market first thing in the morning? Well, line up, because if you didn't pay for the VIP tickets, you don't get to go in just a little bit earlier than everyone else. If you want to check out the smaller events like the workshops, you still have to line up. And if the room's full, well brother, you're shit out of luck. A good 20% of your day is you sitting down on the floor, scooting inch by inch as the line moves up. And you have to line up so early because you don't want to be in a terrible seat. So word of advice, plan your day accordingly. But to end it on a positive note, I did enjoy my time, and my girlfriend did too. I also got to spend some time with my big cousin, who I randomly bumped into there. I also made some friends that I'll be shooting photos with later on. I got to experience something new. All in all, loved the event and would highly recommend. And as always, if you enjoyed my video, like, subscribe, comment, or even check out my Instagram. Really appreciate the love. Thanks, Panda fam.